Welcome to the Limelight interview session with another great artist, Wayne Tennant. Lyrical, how you doing first? Lyrical.
Yo, I'm doing good.
She got her hair all done. She's looking good for you.
Yes.
Wayne Tennant.
Oh my God, I almost didn't recognize her. I was just like,
Oh,
the straight look. I'm like, nice.
yeah.
Be on the show today, James. I gotta do what I gotta do.
I have to switch it up a little bit,
Wayne Tennant. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. We've been a fan of you for years. Ever since we first saw you when you first came to the radio show. And obviously we've seen you at the Cypher, you've had shows, you've toured, you've done a whole bunch of things. So definitely thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take the time to talk to us. You know what I mean? So how have you been, man, in this COVID time? How's family, first of all? How's family and friends?
Family and friends, they're cool. Everybody's safe. Everybody's healthy, as far as I know. There are a few people that I knew of that actually got COVID.
Okay.
And are still recovering.
Oh man.
They just got it, or they got it a while ago, but they're still.
They got it right during the lockdown.
Oh,
okay.
Like during March.
Okay, so it's still things like that.
And they're still not 100%. So that alone gives me caution.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but for the most part, I've been healthy. I've always said, I actually at one point, I think I was convinced that I had it at one point. Because
really?
Looking back, I remember having being fatigued, getting strange nerve, tingling down my left side, which was actually one of the symptoms.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I remember getting chills, but it lasted maybe 3-4 days, and then and it's actually during the last time I saw you, Emru.
Yeah.
Before the last time, right in March. You remember when we had that Cypher meeting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Right
that
before.
It was during that time, and I didn't know what it was, and I'm just like, okay, and I just kind of went about my business, and it eventually just left. So it was very subtle, but then it didn't happen again. So I don't know.
Your body just kicked it out. Don't worry.
I really hope I'm one of those people that I'm like,
yes,
I have the antibodies or something like that. I don't know. So
exactly.
I just hope I didn't infect somebody else. That's the thing.
That's the bad thing about Corona, right? You just don't know. Yeah, you gotta be safe. You gotta be protected. I know you just mentioned before that you're supposed to have a show today, but it got canceled because of the COVID.
Because of the COVID, because the numbers are starting to go back up.
Yeah.
And I was really excited because I'm a fan of this family. They have this restaurant called URSA on Avenue du Parc.
Okay.
And it's run by Martha Wainwright.
Okay, cool.
If you know the Wainwrights, they're pretty famous. I'm a big fan of her brother, Rufus Wainwright. So basically a mutual friend of ours basically put us together, and she was basically doing this sort of acoustic show in the back of the restaurant that leads out into the alleyway.
Terrace or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. And they had the whole spacing thing all figured out or whatever. But then the government, kind of rallied and said, hey, we're cracking down, that sort of thing or whatever. And I'm all good with that. But the problem is that they've been giving mixed messages for the longest time. And they've sort of we're going to put a hard line. We're not. It's just what are you going to do? Stay firm, be militant about it. And it's
really a day-to-day thing, man.
It's really
what's open, what's closed, what's happening.
Yeah, I saw the Pop Montreal schedule come out, so I was like, oh, okay, I guess they're starting to open up venues again.
Right.
I didn't get the vibe that it was an online thing. I thought it was happening at actual venues. So.
Right.
And then now you're telling me your show got canceled.
My show got canceled, so I'm just well, for anybody that was planning any concerts at any venue, good luck with that, because I don't think that's gonna happen.
And that's right up your alley too, man.
Yeah.
That type of show, the acoustic aspect, that's you.
And I've been dying to do that. You know what I mean? I was just and I've already got the bug to do even a record just acoustic. So, it was sort of just okay, let's test this out,
Have you turned into with the COVID and, artists and performers now kind of being stuck at home, have you tapped into virtual concerts, virtual shows?
I did one last week. It was the MTL versus Racism, which was ran by Paul Carnello, and Clarel. And Clarel right now is like one of my favorite vocalists in the city. Like right now, like nobody can touch him right now. And I was honored that he asked me to do it. And he basically asked like, I think maybe like 15 artists to do it. And they basically raised close to $3,000.
Oh, cool.
Oh, amazing.
And basically what I did was I pre-recorded my performance. We had the choice of either going into a controlled space and recording it or doing it COVID style. I chose to do it COVID style because again, I don't trust.
Better safe than sorry, right? Better safe
than sorry. So I basically I had my guitarist record his parts, and then he sent me over, and then I recorded my vocals, spliced them together, edited it, and then basically sent it to them, and they curated along with all the other performances.
Okay.
And last week Saturday, they started from midday, 12 o'clock, all the way up until 9, and they had them like stage. So you were watching a concert, except it was pre-recorded, and it was really done. It was slick because I'm not a fan of the performing virtually live because I don't trust the technology. I don't think it's figured itself out yet.
Yeah.
And so it's very jittery and very, I mean, even Zoom, as great as it is, you got to deal with that delay and all that sort of stuff. So I was happy to do the pre-recorded thing, and I think I want to do that a little bit more rather than the live virtual thing. So.
Okay. I mean, like you said, like, you know, in this time you got to kind of make those changes or whatever. But yeah, the point is people want to see you, and if you do pre-recorded shows and post them somewhere, then
I mean, you get the experience.
You get that experience.
Yeah, you still get the experience.
So new track is out there, Ain't No Sunshine.
Nope, it's not out yet.
Oh, it's coming out. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Coming out. Oh,
Tell us.
okay. Love that, because I've been playing it like sick today. So
really, oh, this is so cool.
I mean, like, you know, we got it, so we're playing it. No track. You know what I mean? I was like, can I talk about it? Like, this.
No, we'll let Wayne talk about it.
No track. Please talk about it, because I've been killing it today. Scynikal's on it.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm just so happy that you guys were the first to get it, because all I could think of is like, especially with the style of it, it fits exactly with the show, the hip hop, the R&B type of thing. So I was honored to get it to you guys. All I can say is I did the song, I wrote the song back in 2018.
Okay.
And I've been sitting on it. And what happened was, long story short, this year, if it wasn't for COVID, it would have been my first single this year.
Okay.
And I was all geared up. Like, I was like, okay, all my gigs are lined up. I know where my money's coming from. I'm gonna be doing a marketing campaign with, because I'm joined up with a marketing company. So I was gonna push it. And then COVID happened, and everything just kind of went like dead. And I'm like,
everything went to a stop.
It's a stop. And at one point, for 2 weeks, I could barely get out of bed. I was just like, everything's changed. I feel like I can't do anything.
Yeah.
You know? So then I had a couple friends talk to me, and they're just like, Wayne, this is the perfect time to release music. What are you talking about? And I'm like, and they explained to me, the reasons why, and that people have more time to listen, and that during times of worry and devastation and confusion, music is like the best therapy. It's gotten through the best time through the worst of times. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, but I can't release the song because it doesn't fit with what's going on right now.
Okay.
It just doesn't. So I ended up releasing Fireflies, which came out in June.
Yeah.
But then after releasing that, I was like, I got the second one to be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Like, and I was like, Scynikal, we gotta do, like, you know. But basically, recorded back in 2018. I'd done my verses, recorded everything, and then I was like, I need, because it's got that hip hop edge, like 90s feel. Y'all curious now? Anyway, so I was like, the best person I could think of was Scynikal. It was either Scynikal or Max. And I was already working with Max already. That's another story. So I was like, you know what I mean? So I was like, nah, Scynikal is great for this. And so I got
nice.
it. Sorry?
It comes out real nice on it.
Oh man, it's I'll tell you this, when we recorded it, he did one take. I was like, shit, that's good, that's great. Do one more. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna do one more. And it was a second take.
Oh yeah?
He did it in 2 takes, and it's the second take, and I took all of it. I didn't even break it up. I was like, it's perfect. So I sat on it, and it was hard to get him in the studio because he was working so much in his schedule, and you know.
Like average Scynikal has like 10 jobs or something.
Yeah.
Is this dude Jamaican? This guy got like 10 jobs.
10 jobs. Like every time I see him, he's hustling. He's on his way to somewhere. Oh my God, I ain't got enough time. I gotta go. So I was very lucky and blessed to have him. Mm-hmm. And so now bringing us up to the present, I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna release this. It's gonna be an end of summer thing. I'm gonna do it, you know. And I called him up, and when he did the song, he doesn't write. He's old school. He's like Jay-Z, like, you know, or Nas, where they never wrote their verses. So it was all in the moment. So now I'm calling him up to tell him that I'm going to actually shoot the video. I'm directing the video, and I want him in it, and I want you to learn your lines. And he's like, oh my God, I'm going to have to learn my own song. So he's like, I need 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, I'll give you that 2 weeks, but I'm gonna check on you because I got a deadline, you know?
That's what he got his own track to write down his own lyrics.
Write down his own lyrics. So he's literally working backwards.
Yeah.
You know?
How I said it, this is how the flow was at the time I said it, because he comes off really on point, so you definitely don't want to stray from that.
You don't want to stray from that, you know? So I arranged a shooting day, and I had a little an assistance with one of my friends, Nadia Bashalani, shout out, she's an artist herself, and my best friend too, actually, and she accompanied me, and we went down and we shot it. I set up the whole scene. I'm like, okay, I'm shooting it this way. We shot it, had the best time ever. I think that's probably the most time I've ever spent with Scynikal. Because normally we spend time with each other on stage, you know, on the cypher, but we never really like hung out like that. So it's a new level. And then basically I shot all the other scenes, and I finished editing the video a couple weeks ago, so it's ready. And by the time everyone sees this, it will be out, and you would have seen the video and the single. So
be like that 1-2 combination.
Yeah, exactly. And I've never released the video the same day as the single. I've always done it like after. So like it's gonna be like a 1-2 punch.
Nice.
So yeah.
So you said this track was created in 2018, and you're kind of holding off on it. You released the Firefly track 2018. You must have had a ton of tracks in your arsenal. How do you pick those tracks? How do you be like, no, this one's gonna come out? Like,
it's all feeling in the moment, you know what I mean? And what's happening around me and what the vibe is, because I still have to be in tune with what everybody else is doing. Even though at the end of the day, I'm not a follower, I am a follower, so to speak, in terms of the temperature and what people are vibing to. And it's the season too, you know what I mean? So it's like, this song was perfect because it's like, okay, summer's pretty much over, but I'm gonna give you one last wave of sunshine, you know what I mean? Like just something, something to make you feel good. And as much as the song's title is There Ain't No Sunshine, and there's a certain melancholy to it, the funny thing is, it is not a ballad. It is something you can dance to, and it's something that you can throw tongue in cheek to, in terms of a breakup, or it's not even a breakup. It can be a breakup, but it can also mean when someone for any relationship.
Yeah.
Where, like when somebody does something, they knew better. They knew that you're gonna react this way, but they still did it. And it's just like, this is my reaction towards you. You know what I mean? There ain't no sunshine right now because you knew better and you still didn't do better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question. I was listening to the track There Ain't No Sunshine.
Yeah.
And Lady Oracle and I always talk to artists, and their songs are of a personal nature. They want to, give themselves to the world. It's vulnerable, so on and so forth. For you as an artist, does there come a point when you're kind of like, I don't want to tell people about myself today or anymore? Like, does that happen to you, or are you just like, this is my heart, this is my music, I gotta give it to the people no matter how I feel?
It's usually the latter. And it's a lot of the times, a lot of it is some of my experiences, but it's also a combination of other people's experiences that or things that I've seen, or relationships that I've seen. So I'm not only sharing myself, I'm sharing other people's experiences.
Lady Oracle, Wayne just admitted that he snitches on people.
Of course, man. Yeah, I'm like the fly on the wall, so to speak.
So to speak. Oh, that's great though, because then it makes it relatable. You listen to the track and you can relate to it. You can share in the experience, which is amazing.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So I think that's what's There Ain't No Sunshine. It's not Ain't No Sunshine. Because the funny thing is, a lot of people ask me, it's like, are you sure you might not have a problem with that title? People might think, you're doing a cover of like Bill Withers. And I'm like, no, because the difference is, that my title is There Ain't No Sunshine. Mm-hmm. This is Ain't No Sunshine. But people don't think about that.
No, of course not. They're just, you see something similar, they're just gonna be like, oh, okay, there ain't no sunshine, ain't no sunshine.
Ain't no sunshine. Oh, is it the Bill Withers too? I'm like, no, completely different. So and it's the first time I'm doing something where it's kind of edgy. I'm still smooth, I'm still my classic self.
Yeah.
Right? But there's a swag to it that's really cool, and I'm dancing, and everybody's dancing in the video, so it's
This track is a little different than, some of the previous tracks that we've done on the Limelight that you performed. It does have I can't put my thing on it, but like you had like that kind of old school R&B feel, that R&B hip hop when they had those collabs back in the day. It just has that like, all right, this is
like the Mace and the Brandy,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has that kind of feel to it. It's still like, it's not gritty. It's just a cool track overall. You know what I mean? And like, listen, anything that you do is on point.
Oh man, thank you.
Bar none.
Oh.
Bar none. This is Lady Oracle. When I talk about it, there's so many artists in Montreal that are coming out over the years. We've had a chance to meet them and interview them, and I tell you, you're one of the ones that were kind of like, yo, this guy, like the videos that you've done, the stuff that you post on Facebook, the music that you have on Spotify, we love it, man. We love it, and we're so happy that you're continuing to just knock them out, keep the passion going, and keep it strong. So that's just another example of that.
Thank you, man. Thank you for recognizing, man. Now I hope somebody with money can recognize that. Whether it be a label or what have you. Even though I'm not a fan of labels per se, if the right situation was to present itself, and they were looking out for my best interest, and they saw that they could get me to the next level, then I'm all for it. I mean, congratulations to Max.
Yes, Miller Time.
Miller Time.
Oh my God.
Jesus, man.
Toronto label, good.
He got a label out of Toronto, and that's amazing. And I'm on the album, and I'm on the first single that comes out October 2nd. So
nice.
I'm really happy about that, and a shout out to also Farley. I'm on the second single that just came out. So
listen, the Lady Oracle. Oh,
yeah, it's a big week, a big couple of weeks for you.
I've never had anything like this happen to me, where I'm out everywhere, and not just my project, but like everybody else's. This has never happened.
Out your head.
Really?
Listen,
Really?
So, we're playing the song "There Ain't No Sunshine." Like, let me see what else Tennant's done in the past. Whatever. Go on your Facebook, find that track, open up Spotify, and you probably made. I hope you made $5 today because I played that track for at least 4 hours.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Because kind of know we love the house music vibe. But before all this, even just listening to the Ain't No Sunshine track, I'm just like, Wayne Tennant, he kind of has that, I like Sean Escafari. Later Oakland introduced me to Sean Escafari from the house days. I'm just like, Wayne Tennant kind of has I could see him doing some stuff like Sean Escafari. Then I heard the Farley track, and I'm just like, that's it. That's Wayne Tennant. That's the house track, or maybe it's housey either.
It's like, kind of like electro.
Exactly. It's not super housey, but electro. Oh, I'm telling you, that track.
Wow, man. I'm glad that I can do something where there's always something for everyone, and it can resonate. So, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm really thank God every day that I can switch it up like that, and not. There's always something for everyone. Yeah. So. Yeah. I'm really glad that worked with you, man. Like, and that was pre-COVID. That was literally, I think, 3 days before the lockdown.
Really?
Yeah, we were right in that, and I've never spent so much time on a song, but Farley, he is so meticulous. I'm meticulous, but there's some people that are so meticulous that, like, they're fine-tuning every single minute, and sometimes to their own detriment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I had to work with that. And it was I had to be patient because I've never spent 8 hours writing lyrics on a song. I've never done that. I never do that. And if I'm doing that, I shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
But I got to get into his own world in his own head. In his own head.
Yeah.
And, and kind of just like, Wayne, you can do this. And I'm glad. At the time I was frustrated. But I get it, and that's what came out. You know what I mean? And I had to be restrained because it wasn't one of those songs where I could just go off. He literally held me back.
Yeah.
It was like, nope, you can't ad-lib here. Nope, you got to sing it like this.
That's true. It's very straight.
What was that like?
Very strange, very strange. It was so strange. I felt. Yeah, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to being produced by other people.
Okay.
So it was like something that I had to learn, and I'm glad I learned it. And I thank you, Farley, for doing that. I thank you. It is not a criticism by any stretch of the imagination. It just taught me that I can reduce.
Yeah, you have to go to work with other people. You just hope for the best that you guys have that type of collab that could go far. But yeah, in this case with Farley, you had to bend a little bit, or maybe bend either way. You had to be a bit patient and be like.
I had to be patient. I've never had to like write something, erase it, write something, erase it. Like, it's like, I'll do erasing, but eventually something says, okay, let the music write itself.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. So I had to be constantly, and even when I left the session, he would like call me up like a week later. I'm like, I'm not sure about that line. Yeah. And I was like, okay, all right, I'll do my best. I'll come back with something and be like, yes, that's it. So I was being pushed.
You just record it on your iPhone and be like, yo, here you go, I'm done.
Totally.
Use some EQ and some filter, I'm done.
I'm done. But another thing that COVID taught me too during that time, because I had to like get equipment to record at home, because normally I would like pay for sessions, go to an engineer and have them engineer the session. And now here was I have to do everything at home. Not only make music at home, but record my vocals at home. And that was new for me. But I'm glad I did it, because now when we do get out of this eventually, another studio will never see me again. You'll never see my money again, because now I know how to do it.
Yeah, man, once you get that equipment and fine tune it, that home studio aspect's been going on for like the past like 10 years, and now it's just getting less expensive, better equipment, better software, and now magic's being made in people's bedrooms.
Practically. I mean, when you think of Billie Eilish, she literally made that record with her brother in their bedroom. Like that's, and Grammys later, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a great record. Like, I'm a fan of her. I normally, the new stuff that's coming out, I'm like, but she got my attention.
Yeah, that's it. So, you know, fine tune your craft and just knock out stuff in your closet, call it a day.
And just call it a day, man. I mean, for real. Like, we literally have the technology in our hands. I'm like, a lot of people didn't realize that Fireflies video was on me, and it was all done on an iPhone. And
really?
I edited it.
Oh, wow.
My iPad, my iPhone. All the apps, all the effects were all on iOS.
Yeah.
You know, and I had to learn that on my own because I'm like, I can't afford a video director.
Yeah.
You know? So I had to like really literally like study it and put it together, you know. And now it's easier. Like it got even easier with There Ain't No Sunshine. Like, it was easy. Like I think I took me about a week to actually edit everything. I shot everything, but then I had to sort of like, okay, do you remember how to do this again?
Exactly.
You know, but when you practice something over and over, eventually it becomes like second nature. So
yeah, it becomes easier to get it out and produce and get it done.
Yeah.
So video comes out shortly. The track's going to be coming out shortly.
Yeah.
What happens after that?
So I plan to I have to come up with an EP, because if I want more media, press, magazines, whatever, to talk about me, they need a body of work, not just singles. So I'm gonna call it the Fireflies EP.
Okay, nice.
And there's probably 2 more songs that I'm going to put on it to complete it. And I'm gonna basically release 1 more single.
Okay.
Before, and that will sort of like culminate the EP.
Okay, cool.
So when I release the single, the EP will come out. So, and that's gonna include Fireflies, because that's the title track, as well as There Ain't No Sunshine, and then 2 more songs that I have sitting on, that sort of thing or whatever. So it'll be most likely a 4-song EP. And then, so what I'm trying to do is get this out for November, and I'll have a PR company helping me with that, and
promotion and get it out there.
Promotion and get it out there or whatever, because now it's not enough just to, like, it's great, my Instagram, my YouTube, blah blah blah, get my numbers up, that sort of thing or whatever, but I need more people. I need those playlists. I need those Spotify playlists, because unfortunately I have to play that game if I want to be seen and heard.
I mean, that's how it is.
And I hate that game, because I'm not a fan of numbers. I every now and again I get updates from Spotify or Apple Music, like, and here's how you did, here's all your stats, and I ignore them, because you get caught up with it and then you forget about the art. And for me, if I can touch 1 person, I've done my job. You know what I mean? And hopefully that they'll keep spreading it, you know, to other people. That's what I care about. I really don't care about the numbers, because you end up doing it for the numbers, and it's not about that. It's about the music.
Like, when you have that type of passion in the music that you're doing, it is about just giving people that experience of your life through your music, and whatever happens afterwards, that's a bonus.
That's a bonus, great, you know what I mean? But exactly, you know, like, it's gonna do what it's gonna do. I know that it's a business at the end of the day. So at some point, I do have to pay attention to the stats, but I don't want to become obsessed with them. Yeah. And I remember like artists that I look up to, a lot of the times, I remember them saying like, I can only look at Billboard so much. Because it takes the fun out of, and the creativity and the intention you know, and you don't want to lose sight of that. I don't want to lose sight of that. So you just, there's got to be a balance. You know what I mean? You know, but I hope, like, you know, There Ain't No Sunshine and all the songs that I've released previously, like, I hope to get licensing to film and television. Like, that's what I really want, because at the end of the day, I gotta eat. So you know what I mean? So my music has to work for me.
Yeah, and that's what whatever PR company that you use will help you
to get to that level.
Get to that level.
I'm not just making music for my friends. Like, that's not my aim.
Okay.
So
just make sure to always give us all the exclusives and one-offs. Your friends, they can wait. The Limelight, we can.
No, the Limelight can't wait, because you guys are very important.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Are you at home now? I know, like,
I'm at home.
Going on, super busy.
Yeah.
So what's happening is you're just gonna chill for us today. You got some projects that you're working on right now to do.
So because my gig was canceled.
Guess your day opened up a bit.
Exactly. I still gotta prepare a promotion for There Ain't No Sunshine.
Okay.
Again, by the time you see this, it would be out.
Yes.
But just like promo online, I'm waiting for the marketing company to get back to me so that we can put out a press release and get the YouTube campaign up for the video. So that's what I'm preparing for, and time's going by so fast. I mean, it's Saturday now, and it's next Friday that it comes out. So I really gotta make sure that I'm ready to go on this, and just like, and this is the part that I hate, but I'm getting used to it, and it's just knocking people over the head. It's out. Have you heard it? No.
Yeah.
Here's the link, because people are being bombarded with so much information and so many releases that people, as soon as they see something, it disappears. You got to keep reminding them.
Yeah.
It's so much. It's you know, and I remember
really fast. And by the time you post something on your Twitter feed, your Instagram or your Facebook, it's already been refreshed, and there's like 5 things above it.
Exactly. You're literally fighting with this algorithm that's constantly changing. You know? So I literally have to keep fighting it every time. So, you know, but I'm really happy that I can do this, because whatever company that I work with when it comes to marketing, if they're not doing their job, I'll know it.
That is true.
I'll know it.
True.
So, and right now it's a do it yourself type of industry right now. So you have to learn every aspect of it and know how to police it.
Yes, exactly. And,
you know,
you understand those back end things. When the company comes to you, they can't BS you.
Especially when you're paying them money to do their job. You know what I mean? So, you know, so
100%. Listen, the Limelight will make sure it's on top of our group page.
Yes.
Fan page.
Yeah. All the socials.
All the socials, man.
So you need to get me a There Ain't No Sunshine t-shirt. I'll wear that too.
I'm already thinking about that.
On it. I'll wear that too.
Dude, man, I don't know. I don't know if you've seen the cover, but it's not just any other cover. Like, it's, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see the artwork, and it's stunning. Like, shout out to Hector El Rusna. He did it. He lives in Toronto now, but he's my main graphic designer, and he's just done such amazing work for me. That's why I keep going back to him. And the cover is really surreal. So it's one of those covers where you could see on a t-shirt. Like, it's just one of those things. And I think that would be perfect merch.
Amazing.
It would be perfect merch, you know.
Yeah, man, or a couple posters or something.
Yeah, total posters, you know what I mean? So,
Well, later, Oracle, this PR information is for free today? You can have,
I guess so.
For free? Okay, that's t-shirt idea. That's free. Later, Oracle says it's a go.
Yeah. And I'm putting in my pre-order for those t-shirts.
She's up for management. So yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Pre-order those T-shirts. I gotta figure that out now. That's gonna be going to my notes for sure. So
you love it,
for sure. So thank you so much for your support, man. You guys, like, I can't thank you enough. So
100%. Like I said,
yeah, it's our pleasure.
Yeah, been loving watching you doing your thing forever. Obviously, with Lady Oak and I being part of the Cypher, watching you on stage, just ad-lib, freestyle, and then just go crazy on the mic just like that. Then you have your tracks that you've obviously produced and created on top of your talent. It's amazing, man.
Thank you, man. As it's the only thing I want to do. It's the only thing I can do. So do it.
Exactly.
Do it while I can. So
where can do you have a way? Is there a WayneTennant.com?
There is a WayneTennant.com, www.WayneTennant, WayneTennant.com. And right when you click on it, it has everything on me. Like, you don't have to go anywhere else. All my links are there, my bio, everything. If you want to contact me, there's a link to contact me. So it's all there.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, and my friend, it's been a miracle. You got some? You have
I'm good.
questions for him? Something? What's he eating? What are you eating these days in COVID? COVID snacks?
COVID snacks. Well, listen, if you're West Indian, and I know you guys got West Indian background, I made some stew peas night before last night.
Oh.
Man. And it's one of those fall foods. It keeps you warm.
Yes.
You got dumplings, you got your pigtail, you got your beef.
What's your address again, Wayne?
I'll tell you after.
Yeah,
How about that?
I'll check your website. It's all there. I'll check your website. It's all good.
So yeah, I've been eating stuff like that, but at the same time, I gotta watch my health. So I really gotta eat lots of salads and stuff like that to keep my immune system up. So
yes, exactly, immune boost.
And for all those people, especially people of color, when it comes to vitamin D, we're deficient in it. So take your vitamin D.
Yes.
If you cannot, you can't get it, food-wise or enough of it, make sure you get that, because apparently, when it comes to this virus, apparently it does make a difference. How much, we don't know, but it does make a difference.
Oh, really? Having vitamin, more
vitamin
D than usual.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. So a daily, and it's funny, I forgot to take mine yesterday, so I need to make sure I get mine.
Yeah, I gotta go to the pharmacy and buy some.
Yeah. And you can get them. I remember I went to Jean Coutu the other day, and I got it for, it was on sale. It was like $6 something, whatever, and I had I forget. It was like a big bottle. Like, I'm still going at it, and I've had it for 2 months. So.
Amazing.
Yeah. So you can easily get it. Here's my health tip.
All right, we love it. We love it.
Wait, thanks again for taking time to talk to us, man. Really appreciate it. Ain't No Sunshine track is on point.
Coming out this Friday.
This Friday, 25th.
The 25th of September.
And yes. Well, the pre-order is already out anyway, but by the time you see this, it'll be out. So it's in my link. It will be in my link on Instagram, as well as it's everywhere: Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. So, and on YouTube, the video will be out. So
I'll make sure to play that for 4 hours too.
Yay!
For sure.
Whatever works, buddy. We gotta represent. We gotta support. So
and stay tuned. October 2nd, my single with Max comes out.
Oh, nice.
So
that too. I know that's gonna be fire. You and Max on the same track.
Oh my God, it was delicious, because it's exactly because the first single is literally talking about food. So
good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be on point. Wayne Tennant, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll talk to you again. So obviously, we'll talk to you after the track comes out, or even after the EP. Once you get that all together, we'll have another Zoom interview and just show us how much love it's getting.
Okay, definitely. I'm up for that.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Take it easy.
Okay. Much love. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.